Right, sitting here with Shannon Strydom, head coach,
bro?
man. Yeah, good, man. How
Good.
you?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a
That's
long
fine.
time. Yeah, all good, bro. Work's been taking up most of my time, and obviously spending a lot of time with the fighters. So yeah, everything's been good my side. Carrying on.
Well, I mean, I've always known you to be like an assistant coach, second in the corner, helping out at the Smith's gym at the time. You've now become a head trainer and helping out Chris Thompson. How did that all happen?
Yeah, it's been good. Lockdown happened in last year. I think it was May, and I've had a great time at Smith's. Been here for 6 years. It was time for me to move on. Time for me to start my own thing. We achieved a lot together. Learned a lot from Sean, great guy. But it's my time to move on, and I'm really happy at doing what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm excited to what lies ahead.
What's it like? Because you obviously head trainer of Chris Thompson now, but you also help out with Nomeva and Dongeni. What's it like dealing with all different types of athletes?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, I've had a relationship with Nomeva for the last 3-4 years. Same with Chris. I left Nomeva, I think, after his last fights with Sean. He left, and then I wasn't even looking at training any fighters or anything. And I met up with Nomeva one day, and he asked me to help him be his Joburg-based trainer. Obviously, he's with Chiefs based in Eastern Cape, and Chiefs comes up on weekends every second week when we do prepare for a fight. So I handle most of the training this side, and it's been great. He had a good win in his last fight against Bison Guayana. Nice win to get him back, and there's another opportunity that lies ahead, August, September, I think. So we are pushing hard for that, and hopefully go the international route again after that.
So with regards to Chris Thompson, you're going to be on he's got a new contract where he's going to be fighting several times a year. Are you prepared for the workload?
100%. We signed with a great promoter, Inyavalo Gotsev. Worked with great heavyweights in the past, Samuel Peter, James Toney. He's done some work with Triple G. So he's well-known promoter. And I believe in Chris's skills. Great athlete. A lot of people forget Chris comes from a professional sporting background. Played professional, rugby on a professional level. Was a great swimmer. So coming back to Chris, things it's been amazing training. Working with him. We've only been spending the last 6 to 7 weeks together. It's been great. He's been showing me great things in the gym. Obviously, got next weekend up in Tanzania. It's quite a nice fight, especially for him being inactive for 2 years. Getting back to winning ways, and we'll see what the future holds. But we're cooking the meal in Joburg, and we're going to go eat it in Tanzania next weekend.
All right, and talking about a comeback, there was rumors that you were going to be making a boxing comeback, obviously not the coaching thing. So is that now over with, or are you still considering that in the future?
I don't know. Beginning of last year, my plans was to still, maybe have 1 or 2 more fights. Obviously, the whole pandemic came, and I obviously left, changed gyms and everything, started doing my own thing. Obviously, the itch will always be there, I think, but I got a lot on my plate at the moment, focusing on professional elite athletes. So I think my time is done in the ring, and I think I've got a lot of good years left being a trainer. And so I don't know, maybe 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, but my main priority is obviously looking after these guys, giving them all my time and efforts, and then we'll see what happens in the future.
You obviously got some shoes to fill. Your dad's a boxing trainer. He's been a boxing trainer for a very, very long time, and you coming on board as a sort of head trainer now. Your journey's only beginning. How do you feel about comparisons?
Yeah, it's been great. My dad's he's a great guy. He's always down to help, always down to assist. I always phone him, try and catch up, or if it's a little asking about the smallest detail, he's super willing always to help. He's been involved in the game. Since I could remember. Growing up, he took me to what was this gym called? It wasn't Boysen, it was Hirschnitzer in Brixton. I had my first sparring session there. I was 7 years old. It's been cool, obviously my stint with Sean and them was 6 years with Smith's gym, but a lot of people forget that obviously my dad, he's been involved in the game, his whole life. I grew up with the sports. I've been sparring the likes of Cassius Beloy, Takalani Ndlovu, Philip Ndo, and I've obviously helped my dad, prepare while he was preparing them for big world title fights. I was always part of the camp and, try to steal as much as I could from a young age. So, it is my time now. It's a lot on my plate at the moment, but definitely I can definitely make it work, bro.
What always amazed me is not many boxing coaches get in the ring and spar their students, so to speak. But you're one of the guys that does it. Do you still do it now?
Not anymore. Actually, also one of the reasons why I didn't fight this year, because I actually tore my bicep last year in September, and it's actually only still recovering now. So, but yeah, I mean, I try, and if I can put one glove on and spar with the left hand, that's cool. But I don't know, obviously sparring fighters and training fighters, complete different thing. So sparring clients still not so much of fighters. They take up a lot of my time, as it is. Yeah.
Is there a particular, like some coaches have a stylistic approach to boxing? Is there a stylistic approach for you?
Not really. I believe every coach is different. Every boxer is different. I train each fighter. How they come to me. I don't try and change anyone. Like say for instance with Chris, took his strong points and just working on it. And to be honest with you, he's a different fighter. He's really turned the corner and leveled up. His IQ is improved so much. So yeah, I'm excited to see. Obviously, we've got big business to take care of next weekend in Tanzania. 6 weeks later, there might be another opportunity for him in Tanzania as well. They're talking about a big training camp in Bulgaria for a month that we go up in August. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. Obviously, squeezing it in alongside work, but we're making it happen, and we're excited. We're excited for what lies ahead, bro.
When the guy like Chris Thompson comes to you and asks you to train him, I mean, did you have to think about it, or was it how did it go?
Not at all. I've known Chris for 4 or 5 years. We've always had a good relationship. Even before he joined me, we've always stayed in touch. Always gone past his house. We've always been he's like my brother. Obviously, when we walk into the gym, we leave that outside. And it's strictly business. But no, I did not hesitate at all. Same with Nameva. Didn't hesitate at all. I know I can add value to their career. And they're great athletes to work with. So, and whoever comes along, obviously I'll be selective with who I choose. I mean, obviously boxing is a bit in the down in our country. COVID, this, that. So, nice to have 20 guys in your gym, but to keep everyone busy is, it's challenging. So, I've got a small group of fighters that I work with at the moment. Chris, Nameva, Ndwayana that fought Tools, the welterweights. He's actually got him opportunity, a fight in 7th of July in East London next month. Try and bring him back. I think he's rated number 3, so try and get him back to number 1. I don't know what's going to happen to Tools and Jabulani. Obviously, I'll be rooting for my boy Tools, but hopefully he can vacate the SA title, and hopefully later this year or beginning next year, Ndwayana can challenge for that title again. I've got another youngster, a prospect coming through, me flyweight, also from East London. 2 fights at the moment, so things are happening slowly, and obviously still trying to squish everything in between work and everything, but like I said, we're making it happen and really looking forward to what's lying ahead, bro.
Do you have a mentor in the game? Do you have someone that you look up to?
Obviously my dad. I mean, he was the guy that introduced me to the game, since I think Philip and Cash's Beloit 2000, the year 2000, I think it was April, so it's been 21 years ago, where I went to my first and then everything I've experienced in the game first, I've experienced with him, So, whenever I need help or whenever I need a word or, a little bit of motivation or something, I reach out to him, And so I'd say my dad's my main mentor. Internationally, I look up to trainers like Derek James. Love him a lot. Love his style of teaching. Actually only Derek James.
Derek James is the one.
Yeah, he's the one. Locally, my dad, my mentor.
And then, Shannon, lastly, do you have anything you want to say to the SA boxing public?
Just everyone hang in there. I know, obviously, the last 18 months, it's been a rough time. Trainers, managers, boxers, everyone, because of the pandemic. But we'll get through it. So hang in there, keep training, keep pushing hard. And, really, I know South Africa's got a lot of talent. And we should be right up there with the rest of the world.